Well, you know what? If you're cozy inside looking at it, it's probably pretty, Mark. But as you have been telling us for days, quite a wallop over much of the viewing area. And we are getting one of those heavy snowbursts right now here in Shakers Square. I would say at least a couple of inches on the ground and more coming down right now. But by far the worst part still this evening is I-90 East going into Lake County. We were watching this earlier tonight. Thousands of people stranded on the highway trying to get home, and many are still trying to get home. In fact, ODOT has just let us know they are closing the Route 306 ramp onto I-90 East because they need to get their plows out on the highway to clean it up. Meanwhile, in southeastern Cuyahoga County, the late evening commute also very difficult. Whiteout conditions, slick roads leading to spinouts, crashes, plenty of backups on I-271 and 480. The snow also spreading west after the sun went down, and that's where we find News Channel 5's Michael Baldwin tonight. Michael, what's it like out there right now?
Well, Lee, I can tell you this. You said there's snow going over there in Shaker Heights. I can tell you right now, not much snow really coming down this way. I can tell you as we were driving in, going down I-90 heading westbound, we saw very similar things that you saw. We saw several cars that were stranded. We also saw some people that were probably driving a little faster than they needed to. We definitely want to remind people when you're out in weather conditions like this, you definitely want to give yourself some distance between you and the car in front of you. Make sure you do that. As well, let me give you some idea of what's going on right out here. If you take a look right here, all right. See, this is the type of snow right here. It's real soft, real light, and that's what's going on. I can tell you this, guys. I spoke to a woman. I asked her, I said, listen, are you ready for the snow? And she looked at me with this evil face and said, no. All right, we're live over here in Rocky River. I'm Michael Baldwin, News Channel 5.
Okay, Michael, thank you. And of course, on the east side, the lake effect hit hard, and that's where we find John Kosick tonight. And John, I guess you are knee-deep in it.
Yeah, Lee, we're live here in Paynesville Square. This was our original destination earlier today. We just couldn't get here for all the snow. Check it out. It's piled high and deep. The first snow of the year very often is a dusting here in Paynesville. It was a dumping. Mentor Avenue in Paynesville, more rink than roadway this evening after this part of Lake County got hit hard by afternoon bands of lake effect snow, catching many off guard.
I had to break a chair to get the snow off. Didn't have a snow brush yet.
Yes, he said break a chair.
And that's how you wiped it off? Yeah.
Plows were out, but they could only get to the roads as fast as the flow of traffic would allow. Ethan, that wasn't very fast.
It's so bad on the interstate. There's traffic for miles. It took me an hour and a half to get home from downtown, and downtown there's nothing.
He at least came home to a driveway partly shoveled by his girlfriend.
It's like pretty heavy when you get to the bottom.
On the promise, he'd finish it with a snowblower. Only problem? It wasn't starting.
No spark and no gas. He goes no run, so I gotta figure it out.
He needs a friend like Ed here, a man with a plow.
It's been crazy. You go out to Mentor, it don't look that bad. Concord's not that bad. It's all right here. We got dumped on.
You feel lucky?
No.
His first taste of winter came with pumpkins still sitting on porches and flowers still blooming. In other words, right on time.
I was born and raised here. Get used to it.
And Ethan offers a good reminder, if you haven't checked your snowblower, you definitely want to do that. Now, we got a parking ban in effect here in Paynesville because they want to make sure that all the roads are clear. And as you can see here on the square, they just got the main path clear, but the rest of the road still needs to be clear, so no parking on the streets in Paynesville until all roads are clear. Reporting live in Paynesville, John Kosick, News Channel 5.
All right, John, thank you so much. In Lake County, kids in Mentor and Paynesville got home from school today hours later than usual because the school buses couldn't get to them to pick them up. And this school bus in Ashtabula County ended up in a ditch. This picture sent to us earlier today. The State Highway Patrol says the bus slid off the road on Plymouth Ridge in Edgewood. No one was hurt there. Now, we asked for your snow pictures early this morning, starting on Good Morning Cleveland, and boy, did you respond. We got hundreds of them. This is a look at just a few. You can check out more in our gallery on our NewsNet 5 app. Well, Danita and Chris, if you haven't already, it is definitely time to get out the shovel, the boots, the warm coats, and I know that I need an Elmer Fudd hat.
You do.
Make the fashion statement, Lee. Make the fashion statement. All right. Thank you, Lee.
Thanks. Sorry. Well, News Channel 5 is your closing connection with school closings and delays on air, online, and on your cell. And the Good Morning Cleveland crew will keep you updated on all the snow and road conditions tomorrow morning, beginning at 4:30 a.m.